Dear student, welcome to my channel. This is the fifth video on C programming, and in this video I am going to continue with extra exercises on if-else and nested if-else. Now let us start. A bookstore is offering a festival discount based on the total cost amount. Write a program that takes the total cost amount as an input, then compute the discount based on the following criteria. Calculate the net amount to be paid after applying the discount. And in the program we have to print all the values, that is total purchase amount, discount amount, and the amount paid after the discount paid by the customer. Now the criteria is like this. For example, if the total cost amount is less than or equal to 2000, 5% discount. For the next range, discount is 25, 35 and 45. So total 4 conditions are there that can be connected with 3 if and 1 else. 4 condition, 3 if and 1 else. Now we can do the program either by this way or this way. For example, here for all that conditions are connected, that is 3 if, that is first if, second if and third if, and that else is connected with discount. Now here we require to give compulsory range. For the first, there is no need of range because total cost should be less than or equal to 2000, but after that range condition is there. So total cost is greater than or equal to 2001 and it should be less than or equal to 5000. So if the range is there, so always AND operator comes. Then this particular discount get that is particular value is assigned to the discount during based on the condition of total cost. Now how we calculate the final amount? Final amount is always total cost minus discount amount. Now total cost minus total cost into discount divided by 100. So in program, accordingly the given problem statement, you can print the different amounts given in the program. So I am not giving entire program, but I am giving only the important parts of the program. Now here either you can calculate here or either every step you can calculate that discount. So total cost into 0.05, that is nothing but 5 by 100, total cost by 2500. In this way also you can do, and after that you can directly do final amount is equal to total amount minus discount, so that will give the final answer. Similar program, if it is less than or equal to 10,000, 3%, 11%, 20% and 25%. Now this is the salesman, so we require to enter the following criteria. For example, if sale amount of that particular salesperson is like this, then he is getting the commission on that. So we require to enter the salary of the salesman, total sales amount, compute the commission based on total sales amount, and compute the total salary, which is nothing but the basic salary plus commission is getting on the sale amount. Again there are two ways, either we can assign the commission 3, then commission 11, commission 20, 25 based on the condition. So how many conditions are there? 4 are there. So we can connect it with 3 if and last else, and total salary is equal to salary of that commissioner salesperson plus whatever the commission is getting on the sales price, that is commission by 100 into sale. Or either we can calculate the commission as sale into 0.03, 0.11, 0.25 and directly add this commission value plus salary. So anyway we can perform the program. Now this is important to understand. Write a program which accepts the number of units consumed by consumer and calculates the bill amount to be paid as per the slabs given below. Now here for the first 100 units, the amount is 350 fixed rental charge. So for example, if the value of amount is less than or equal to 100, so the charge is by default 350. For next 100 units, so next 100 units is nothing but from 101 to 200, 3.9 per unit. Per unit means which is exceeding the 100 units, so that is nothing but 3.9. and for the first remaining 100 units we require to give rental charge. For the next 100 units, so the next 100 units are 201 to 300. So for 0 to 100 we require rental charge. Then next 101 to 200 we are giving 3.90, and for exceeding the limit from the 200 we are giving 2.90. And for the above 300, for the first 100 1.90 charge, For the next 100 to 3.90 charge, for the next 100 2.9 charge, and after that the charge is 1.90. I will explain with the example. So see here, 4 conditions are there, 3 ifs and 1 else is required. Now see, this is very important to understand. If our units are less than or equal to 100, our by default or flat bill is 350. But if our unit exceeds, or if our units are less than or equal to 200, at that time our bill is 200. So for this, for example, take 170. Now in 170, for 100 bill, our bill is, for 100 units our bill is 350. So we require to give that 3.90 only for the 70 calls which exceeds the 100. So bill is 350 plus units minus 100 into 390. Then next is, if units are between that 200 to 300, then the charges for the first unit 350 for first 100 units. The units exceeding between 100 to 200, the charge is 3.90. Next is nothing but 3 units which is above that 201 to 300, the units is 2.90. So for example, if our bill count is 265, that is units are 265, then for first 100 we are getting 360. For next exceeding the 100, that is between 101 to 200, we require to give the charge 3.9, and next exceeding 65 we require to give 2.9 charge. And last is else. So else is nothing but 350. Next exceeding we multiply with 390. Next exceeding we multiply with 2.90. So here 100, then 200, 300, and these are nothing but above 300. So above 300 we are multiplying with the 1.90. So in this way the bill gets calculated. So I will explain again. If bill is less than or equal to 100, 350 charge. If the bill is between 101 to 200, then what we require, that 350 is basic charge for that first 100 units, and after that whatever units exceed, they are multiplied with 3.90. For the next 3.50, the unit which exceed between 100 to 200, it is with 3.90. The units which exceed 200, they should be multiplied by 2.90, and similarly for the final case. So I have given the example also. Now here you can observe that I have given the program with a less than operator, less than, and the value is increasing. Now here as a beginner program, even if you specify the range condition, then you can write down the program in any fashion. For example, when we are writing the nested else if, at that time if we want to write the condition in any order, at that time a specific condition should be given. So at that time you can use any condition at any point. But here I have not given the complete condition, it is only less than 100, 200, 300. So I have used a particular order. So generally when it is less than sign, then it is generally increment amount, and when it is greater than sign, it is decrement amount. Now here if you are at the beginner level, so at that time you can directly specify first 100 units, next 100 units is nothing but between 101 to 200. So you can write down units is greater than or equal to 101 and less than or equal to 200. So when you are writing this condition, at that time you can write down any condition anywhere. But if you are using this particular order, so this is nothing but get with the practice only. So when you are using generally less than sign, at that time this amount is generally increasing, and when you are using greater than sign, this amount is generally decreasing. So if you are not comfortable, then better you write down all specific condition, that units is greater than or equal to 101 and less than or 200, units is greater than or equal to 201 and less than or equal to 300, and the final else condition. Now see similar program. For first 100 call our bill is 1.25. For next 100 call, our up to 100 call our bill is 125, but the call which exceeding the 100, for that next call the bill is 1.0. For 200 calls, so first 100 1.25, next 100 1.0, and the calls exceeding the 200, the bill is 0.25, and then nothing but the 0.50. So see, 100 calls are 1.25. Then when the calls are between 101 to 200, for first 100 we require to multiply 1.5, but the calls which are exceeding the 100, So that is nothing but, for example, if our 170 is there, so only 70 call we require to pay with 1.0, but first 100 call we require to pay with 1.25. This is similarly for 300. So for first 100 1.25, next 100 1.0. The calls exceeding the 200 we require to multiply with the 0.75. So if 265 say, then first call 1.0, next 100 call is 0.75, and next is multiply with the next with the 1.0 and next with the 0.75. Now here also I have not given the specific condition, that's why I require to use in a particular way. But if you are not comfortable, then you complete condition or specific condition. At that time you can write down any condition anywhere in the program. And last is nothing but this call. Write a program to input 3 numbers and find the largest number. Now there are two approaches, either use logical AND or either use nested if else. This is also nested if else, but this is a pure form of nested if else. Now first approach is very easy, so if you are at the beginner you can use this approach also. That is, 3 numbers are there. These numbers are A, B and C. So if A is greater than B and at the same time A is greater than C and operator is there, that both condition must be satisfied. At that time it will print A is large. Else if B is greater than A, B is greater than C, B is large. Else C is large. So 3 conditions are there, that is connected with 2 if and 1 else. Next approach is nothing but this approach. If A is greater than B, at that time, see, this is the one condition, A is greater than B, and in the next condition B is greater than A. So if A is greater than B, in bracket once we enter into this condition satisfied, and after that again A is greater than C, it means what? A is large. Otherwise what? C will be large, because here we already compare with A greater than B, so A is larger. And here if A is compared with C, and then largest is A, otherwise largest is what? C. Here if B is, here in this case the B is larger because else part. So if again B is greater than C, B is large, otherwise C is large. So in this way also we can do the program. But if you are not comfortable, you can directly go with this approach, because this is easy approach at the initial level to understand. But once you are aware with or once you enough practice with the programming, it is very easy to write down the different types of. Now this is again very easy program. Monthly salary of the employee, calculate the annual salary and income tax to be paid on the basis of annual salary as per given slabs. So now in this program, if monthly salary is given, so we require to calculate the annual salary, which is multiplied by 12. Now we require to write down the condition. Now see, the 4 conditions are there, that is connected with 3 if and last is else part. So if salary is less than or equal to this amount, then income tax is 0, otherwise income tax is 10% on that annual salary. So this is very simple program. We require to write down this in a condition. In a gaming tournament, a player rolls 2 dice. Based on the sum of the dice, the players earn different outcomes according to the following rules. So these are generally question comes in a competitive coding. So only the problem statement you require to read carefully. Now see, the conditions are given. If both dice values are between 1 and 6, the roll is considered valid. So when you throw the 2 dice, then minimum value is 2 and maximum value is 12. So we require to give that condition. Then if the sum of the dice is multiple of 3 and odd, we require to take the sum of the dice, and if it is multiple of 3, then it is odd, then lucky roll, multiple of 3 and even, bonus roll. If not multiple of 3, but either both dice shown the same value or the sum is greater than 8, so this is the 2 conditions are there, that they are not multiple of 3 and either value is same or the sum is greater than 8, then this is the print we have to print this statement. In all other cases, display normal roll, try again. If either dice value is outside the range 1 to 6, display invalid dice values. Now see, now here actually the condition should be greater than or equal to 2. For first we require to take value of dias 1 and dias 2, then we make the sum should be greater than or equal to 2 and sum should be less than or equal to 12, then only the valid dias value. So this is nothing but first our if. So under if lot of statements are there, so opening and closing parenthesis. Else, for example, if user enter dias 1 value 9 and dias 2 value 10, so which is invalid, so at the way it will print invalid dias value. It should be between dias numbers between the 1 and 6, and their sum should be between 2 to 12. So this is a condition. So first condition is given that their sum should be multiple of 3, that is when it is divided by 3 it should be equal to 0, but at the same time the sum mod 2 is not equal to 0. See the condition that sum of the dias is multiple of 3 and odd, they should be odd. So sum, this is nothing but for even number logic, even and odd number logic, so they should be odd. So sum mod 2 is not equal to 0, means that it should be odd number. Then this condition. The next condition is what? Sum should be multiple of 3 and it should be even. So that's why this is nothing but third condition. The second condition. Third is what? Sum should not be multiple of 3, that is it is not equal to 3, and either dias 1 dias 2 value is same, or sum should be their sum should be greater than 8. So this is the condition, that is this is compulsory condition, and out of that these two conditions, either this condition or this condition should be matched. See the code, it is not multiple of 3, but either both dias show the same value or the sum is greater than 8. So that's why or comes here. And last is nothing but normal rule and try again. So this part come under the if and else invalid dias value and dias numbers between 1 to 6. Now this is the practice exercises. Now you can easily see that 4 conditions are there. If, else if, else if, else. Now here also see the particular order. I have not given the all specific condition, but as an initial programmer you should give all specific conditions, so you can write down any condition anywhere. Now see, I have written in a greater than sign, so it is a decrement. Greater than, greater than, greater than, and in all my previous program less than sign it is increment. So better, if you are not comfortable initially, then write down all specific condition, that it should be greater than 200 and less than or equal to 300. Less than 300 means less than 300, not less than or equal to 300. So you can write down this condition. So this is general condition. So when you are writing the general condition, at that time you require to write down the specific order, but when you write down all specific condition, order is not important. Now see, a mobile and gadget store is offering festival discount on purchase of smartphones and tablets. So either user can go for the smartphone or tablet, and this is nothing but purchase amount, and based on the purchase amount, this is the discount criteria. Now see how to write a program. Either you can go for smartphone or either you can go for tablet. So this is what, if type is equal to s, we accept the character, that is whether we are going for smartphone or tablet. So if character is small s or capital S, we will calculate discount like this. See, discount is 0.02, 0.05, 0.08 and 0.12. And here if it is tablet, the discount is like this. So this is nothing but in the if part, and this is in the else part. So because here we require to make specific, that is either for smartphone or either for tablet. The same program, one you require to one for female and one is for the male. So under the female the 4 condition, and under the male also 4 conditions are there. And if you write down this program with continuous 8 conditions, at that time you require to give that amount is less than or equal to 20 and type is equal to s. That can be also possible. So it is convenience of the or the choice of the programmer, how that programmer wants to do the program. For example, if I don't want to write down this else, then I can write down this, but this becomes very tedious. But this is very easy to check when there is a bug in the program. This program is very easy. For the first 5 hours the rate is 25, next 5 hours. So when the 6 hours is there, so for the first 5 hours we will put 20 and for the next 1 hour we will put 15. So same as that billing program. And here also you can specify the specific condition or general condition. When you specify the specific condition, you can write down the condition anywhere, but for this general you require to put the order. So when this sign is there, general decrement amount, when this is sign, increment amount is there. I guess same program is by mistake repeated. So this is all about the if else program. So I have taken 20 to 25 programs, and that is sufficient to understand. So only you have to give attention, that read the problem statement carefully. After that, find out that how many if else can be possible, whether it is okay to write down only general condition. So when you are writing general condition, then order matters, but if you write down all specific condition, order does not matters. So based on that you require to do the program. Thank you, students.